What's up guys, it's Clown Fight here. Guys, today I'm just going to be breaking down the final press conference between Daniel Dubois and Oleksandr Usyk. The fight is very close now. So as promised guys, I'm trying to squeeze as much content as possible as I can. Look at as many psychological advantages, see where both fighters' minds are at, and give you the best breakdown I possibly can. Now, just please note guys, due to the fact that this press conference being like a day before, I got a few things I need to edit guys, and so my edits might not be the best on this video, but guys, you still will get that special clown commentary guys, and I will be speaking facts on every little subtle signs I see. Let's get straight into it without further ado. I'm going to skip the bits we don't need to hear and go straight into the bits we do need to hear, so let's go guys.
22 wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the hard-hitting, reigning, and defending IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
So one thing I noticed with Dubois guys is a very stark difference into the way this man's carrying himself. Pure confidence seeping out of his body, like he's putting his arms up, he's doing this, he's doing that. You can feel the energy, and you can't blame him guys. He's a young heavyweight who's just beaten like AJ, obviously beating Hervigovich, Miller. He's on the up guys. He's on the upward trajectory, and now he's got a chance to change his life. Now again, obviously he should have fought Parker. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but you can see the confidence, and obviously check my other breakdowns that I've been doing guys. His confidence is up, so I'm looking at every factor. Let's carry on. You got team shouting, and the new. It's good. I know obviously his team would have been putting into his head guys that he's like, guys, my channel, I specialize in psychology. I always look at who gets in whose head, and from my take guys, Dubois, he's still looking sharp, very focused, very focused. So again, obviously we know what Usyk's gonna bring guys. He's at the highest level. The only chance Dubois has, again in my opinion, I will be doing a prediction video soon, but he needs to be at a level where it's so high where Usyk slips up slightly just for a day or something. That's probably his best chance, but let's carry on.
And now let's welcome from
Usyk, we're wearing the special, I don't know if that's a Ukrainian hat, I know it's not a Russian hat, but it's probably the hat he wore into his Tyson Fury entrance. I don't know the name of it guys, but if you know the name, let me know. But you can tell this is some native stuff.
Ukraine, a 2012 Olympic gold medalist. Now
the guy's dressed as Scarface or something today. He looks a bit more laid back, like he's not worried. You can't see no worry in the guy's face.
Undefeated as a
relaxed
professional with 23 wins, 14 of his 23 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the former undisputed cruiserweight world champion.
Yeah, the guy, again, it's quiet confidence with this guy. It's just deadly confidence, because you know what it is with Usyk. You know, remember what they say, the loudest man in the room. It's usually the quietest guy in the room that's the most dangerous, and he doesn't need to brag. He doesn't need to be braggadocious. Usyk can just be Usyk because we know what he can do.
Champion, the former undisputed heavyweight world champion, the current Ring Magazine champion, and this Saturday, the reigning and defending WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBO heavyweight champion of the world, Oleksandr Usyk.
Put his fingers together. I'm not sure what the fingers together was. He does these flute kind of signs though, because when he fought Fury, he was doing this thing like he was playing the flute. Maybe it's one of those. Maybe I misread it, but yeah, look, it's kind of Cossack style. Oh, the special bow. He did the same thing before he fought Tyson Fury. This is a man of honor and class. You can see the Usyk chant. Make sure you check my other breakdown out guys. I did yesterday where the Usyk got to Dubois, where you could say he snapped in that. He got to Dubois and he ended up snapping guys at his own team. So definitely check that out as well.
And now we hand things over.
So this is like a suit, like a kind of a gown. That it's like a custom made suit and gown. Looks amazing. Usyk always comes dressed apart. He always comes special for these press conferences.
To your host, Mr. Dev Sani.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas Treiber. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final press conference ahead of an unprecedented history-making night at Wembley Stadium. And his name is already etched into history books as an undisputed champion at cruiserweight and heavyweight. Victory on Saturday for Oleksandr Usyk means he becomes a three-time undisputed champion, and he makes a giant leap towards boxing immortality.
Yeah, again, I can see the prayer beads in Usyk's hand. You can't see it here, but he's been doing this at every press conference. These little signs, guys, I've been picking them up, and a lot of things Usyk is gonna say in this press conference. I'll be honest, guys, it's the first time I'm going through it with you guys live. I usually do watch them beforehand. Sometimes when I get a chance, then I do the video. So most of this press conference I haven't watched. I'm giving my instant reaction. And just watch my last breakdowns, guys, and how he's using... I'm not saying he's using anything, but Usyk's got his own sort of ways to combat bad energy or bad spirituality. Remember, guys, there is a case where people say Daniel Dubois used black magic to beat Anthony Joshua. There were so many people in my comments saying he used judge. He did black magic, and I've already exposed this in my last video about Spencer Fearon. So Usyk is never going to let anything like that affect him. That ain't going to happen because he's a spiritual guy himself, and he's got his prayer beads in every conference, every interview, and that I think that personally keeps Usyk at ease.
But the man standing in his way is Britain's own IBF world champion, Daniel Dynamite Dubois. His story is one of triumph through adversity, perseverance through hardship, and with some good old-fashioned British grit, he has put together a stunning run of form to
So Dubois, look at Dubois' kind of posture. It's a different posture, guys. Think about it. Dubois, when you just analyze him, the way he's sitting, he's usually a bit more timid. Like, he looks a bit like, I don't know, a bit more like, I wouldn't say laid back, just a bit awkward. But right now, he's got his arms folded together. What the vibe I'm getting is, when AJ fights his opponents, when AJ was on the come up, you could always see the confidence in AJ. AJ would have these sort of like chest out, arms folded kind of vibe. Dubois was never the type to do those sort of braggadocious stuff. Now, I don't think Dubois is trying to put an act here. I honestly think Dubois has changed mentally through the training, through the last 3 fights, and through his coaches. Now, he's naturally a confident guy. He's not a guy that's going to act like AJ, act like the bad man. It's not really Dubois' personality. He bees himself. But I do believe the preparation and the work the man's put in is giving him more confidence than ever before. Like, I'm ready. I'm gonna beat Usyk. Whereas in the first fight, you couldn't see in Dubois that there's no like psychological sign to say I'm gonna beat Usyk. I think Dubois' mind is in the right place, in my opinion. But let's see what carry on.
defy the odds and punch his way to heavyweight glory. A win for this man, Daniel Dubois, on Saturday means that he will become the first undisputed world champion in the heavyweight division from the UK since Lennox Lewis.
So it's only Lennox Lewis, guys, that's become undisputed from the UK. So if Dubois does it, he will go down as one of the, I won't say one of the greats, but one of the British fighters from the UK to do it since Lennox Lewis. That will be etched in history. Fury couldn't do it. AJ couldn't do it. Can Dubois do it? A lot of people were saying when Dubois first came on the scene, this guy will be the future of the division in terms of the way he was coming up, and he's in his almost going into his prime now. So now it's now or never for Daniel Dubois. He can definitely do it again, but you're going up against a killer in Oleksandr Usyk. I also did notice, guys, a lot of people, I think I'm being biased towards Dubois. I want Dubois to win. Like, a lot of my commentary, I'm looking at what Dubois is doing and I'm giving him signs. The reason I'm doing that, guys, is, guys, I haven't done my prediction yet, but majority of people are going with Usyk. I always do like to look at the side of Dubois, what he's bringing out. I will show you Usyk's sides as well, don't get me wrong. I'm not being biased at all. Again, I'm probably touching more on Dubois. The reason being is there's more people against Dubois, and my channel's always been about the underdog. So yeah, just carrying on just for reference.
And whilst these two men have met once before, everyone here is unanimous in their agreement that the two men who met in 2023 are most certainly not the same two men who will meet on Saturday night. So we've got a question. Will the Ukrainian wizard cast a spell on the young, hungry British lion? Or is this lion now ready to roar like never before?
So the lion to roar like never before. Let's carry on.
The first thing I want to do is get a word from both of the fighters. And I want
Straight to the fighters, guys. No messing about here.
to start with you, Daniel Dubois. You are 48 hours away from the biggest night of your career. Give us your opening words and tell us why this will be your night.
Because I prepared right, I'm just on a different level now. I'm ready to come through whatever I need to on Saturday and get all them belts. I'm up, I'm chasing glory and I'm chasing greatness.
And tell me this,
So again, there's a slight change in Daniel Dubois' demeanor. He looks more serious. Like, he doesn't look like he's messing around right now. He's got a task in front of him, and he knows what he's trying to do.
Daniel, because of your history with this man, what means more, picking up all of those belts or defeating this man and avenging your loss?
All of it, the whole thing, you know, this is history making and I'm just got to do a real demolition job and, you know, I'm hungry, I'm ready for it.
Okay.
So one thing I noticed, guys, throughout this week, there's been a lot of questions to Dubois, like to try and get him. I don't know if these questions, when I say trying to get him, I'm looking at it from Dubois' perspective. Some of them are tricky questions. Like there was one in the previous breakdown I done where they asked Dubois, your coach said this, what do you think about the low blow? Dubois doesn't really pay it, like he doesn't give it energy. He kind of just says, like, even now when they've asked him, what's more important, winning the belts or revenge? And Dubois gave a perfect answer. He goes, all of it. And that's why I believe Dubois' mindset is good. It's not a bad mindset. However, I'm not saying it's going to beat Usyk, but I like the mindset from what he's trying to do. If we have to look at how Dubois lost the first fight, what was the reason? He got stopped by a jab, psychology. Something's mentally in his head wasn't right. I don't see those signs in Dubois right now. So if he doesn't have the ability to quit that fight, it gives him more of a chance than the first fight. I think it will be a different fight, but let's carry on.
Hey, thanks, Daniel. We will be coming back to you. Oleksandr Usyk, let's get an opening word from you, champ. You have been holding up 3 fingers in the build-up to this fight. Tell us why Saturday night will be your night.
So Usyk, again, he's got his prayer beads, looking great, looking smart, and he's got his translator here. Look at the prayer beads, he's got them in his hand.
Hello, London.
Look at this. Look at that, guys. He doesn't let go of him.
I'm happy to be here again. Why is my night? Because I believe for this. Because I hope in Jesus Christ and Virgin Maria. But I prepare for this fight. Ukrainian.
So again, 3 times. What I noticed from Usyk is he seems at ease. Like, again, I do study people's psychology and the mental side and everything. And for me, we know Usyk's a very spiritual person. And for me, I do think any sort of doubts in Usyk to be like, oh, I'm going to lose. Because let's look at it, guys. What he's fighting, as I said it all the time, fighting for me is 90% psychological. 90%. 10% is the rest. Now, obviously, skill and stuff, that doesn't make something out of the fight. Usyk's got a very high level skill. In terms of Usyk's psychology, he's the best in the game. We've seen him destroy Tyson Fury. The guy's mind operates at a high level. With the backing of a spirituality side to put him at ease, it's like the guy. It's gonna be very difficult to beat Usyk with the mindset, with the skill set. He doesn't look like he's slowing down, even from the physicality point of view. It's gonna be difficult. Now Dubois needs to be at his very best, and he has to hope Usyk's, in my opinion, is slightly less than on that day. But that's more easier than said. But let's carry on. It's easy to say than done, if you know what I'm saying.
And Oleksandr, we know how much this means to Daniel Dubois. How much does this win mean to you?
Important, yeah. Listen, every my fight important for me and my team. Now it's very important my country and the soldier who protect my country, because it's motivated for my people. It's very important for me.
So again, Usyk's fighting for a lot, guys. Again, he's got his country still at war. Let's not forget, that's been going on for more than 3 or 4 years now. Usyk's got too many reasons not to lose this fight. He's got a lot of motivation behind him. So if people are thinking, oh, Usyk's not going to be motivated or something's going to go wrong, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the guy's motivated. I think the guy's hungry. And again, with all his like spirituality side, mindset, it's difficult to beat someone like this, man. Like, it's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it can't be done. Difficult. And the other thing I want to point out, guys, notice it's usually Oleksandr Krasuk or someone that sits next to Usyk. I think is the other manager. Now, I have been made aware. Now, I haven't made a video on it. But one of Usyk's main managers has been with him for like 10-15 years, is no longer part of the team, and that guy ripped Tyson Fury in the last press conference. He gave him a death note. Now some people are saying, oh, I don't know what happened and why he left, but they chose to part ways. But it is kind of doesn't really make sense why he would have left, because Usyk's probably got 1 or 2 more fights and they've been together for so long. So I don't know why Oleksandr Krasuk left. Maybe it's just business or whatnot, but could that affect Usyk that he doesn't have Oleksandr Krasuk in his corner? Remember, every fight where he's fought Tyson Fury, Krasuk usually puts a nail on the fucking coffin. I'm a bit surprised he's not here, but he's got his other manager for Egas, I think. So Egas is still game, but I'm not saying Usyk relies on any of his teammates, but it's just he had a good combination of a team, and I'm a bit surprised that he's left.
Thank you. Thank you, Oleksandr. We will be coming back to you. Let me bring in Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. And Frank, the public has truly got behind this event. I've been listening to your ticket updates every week in your interviews. They've got behind it. Tell us how we're doing on tickets. Tell us how excited you are.
I'm going to skip the fucking Frank Warren ticket business.
Daniel Dubois, through the ups, through the downs, through the resurgence since that first fight with Oleksandr Usyk, why does your man get the job done on Saturday?
Remember, Frank Warren's the guy who also said he believed the low blow was legal. They tried to appeal it. It didn't work out. So let's see what he's got to say.
I think because he's coming into his prime, he's had great grounding. If you look at his resume, he's fought probably at this age, he's probably fought the best, real good quality fighters, more better quality fighters than most heavyweights at the age he's at.
Has Dubois fought the most real best quality heavyweights? Well, to be fair, the last 3 fights Dubois fought have been good quality fighters. You have AJ, obviously Hrgović, Miller. Again, I'm not saying that Miller or Hrgović are crazy high level, but they're not like journeymen, if you know what I'm saying. They're decent. So yeah, he's got some good rounds in. I'll definitely, I'd give him that. Yeah, to be fair, he's fought decent competition. I don't know if I could say the best, but he's fought decent competition. And obviously before that, he's already had experience with like people like Joyce, which he lost to, and then obviously he lost to Usyk. But for the young age when he was coming up, I think he's got a decent. He's got the people he's fought. It's good experience. I'm talking about even wins and losses. Some fighters, I'm not going to mention their names, they avoid fighters, Tyson Fury, but yeah, I don't think Dubois are an avoiding fighter type of guy. He fights whoever's put in front of him, and yeah, I wouldn't say I fully agree with Frank, but I can see with his last 3, I can see where he's coming from.
And he's got the experience. He's got a great team behind him. He's shared the ring. They know their strengths and weaknesses. He knows he can hurt Oleksandr. He's done that before. And I feel genuinely it's going to be his time. He's on a roll like you cannot believe, beaten world-class fighters, undefeated fighters, 2-time world champions, and done it in style. And I think he's going to do it. I really do believe he's going to do it on Saturday night.
So again, guys, this is just giving me AJ type of vibes, like the way he's sitting and the way he's acting. It's a bit different, guys, to see that from Dubois, because Dubois don't put an act on. It just looks like he's got supreme confidence. What it looks like is the confidence AJ has. It looks like Dubois took his soul. Remember, Dubois beat fucking AJ. He ripped his soul out of his chest. I did a breakdown on there. Now, Dubois just psyched his energy. He took AJ's energy. Now, AJ will never really be the same after that. What happened, let's be straight. Obviously, people say it wasn't the same after Ruiz, but Dubois, it's like a game, guys, like Pac-Man. Go. Like, you beat the guy, you eat his energy. So this guy's got Miller's energy, he's got Hrgovic's energy, he's got AJ's energy. He's the new chip off the block. Now, obviously, he's going against the big dog. The big dog is Usyk. Usyk's eating Tyson Fury twice. Greedy belly on a plate. He's eating AJ twice. He's even eating Dubois once. He's even eating Chisora. So fucking Usyk's belly is full. But Dubois thinks it's the time. And again, he's got youth. He's got more experience. It's a good mentality to have. Let's carry on.
Against one of the great champions in boxing, in heavyweight boxing.
Okay, thanks, Frank. Let's bring in Aegis Klimas, who I'm sure is certain that Daniel Dubois will not be doing it on Saturday. Aegis, you have been very confident in the build-up, as you always are, with your man Oleksandr Usyk. What does your man get the job done on Saturday?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Aegis, this is one of the other main managers. So it is Alexander Krasuk who's left, but let's hear what Aegis has got to say. He usually has some good stuff to say as well.
Good afternoon, London, Wembley. We're back.
Check my last breakdown out, guys, where he's ripped down Charles as well. Don't forget, guys, he had some good responses for Charles.
Again here. Look, he did it once, and he's going to do it again. And we're very confident as a team.
How dangerous?
So what? Again, I'm not gonna overanalyze this. Usually, it's Alexander Krasuk who pulls a speech out, and the speeches give you spine shivers down your spine. Now, I don't think that's his speciality. Aegis Klimas is not its speciality. Even Usyk had to smile and giggle a bit after he finished the speech. He's like, oh, that was a little bit quick. Aegis doesn't really make speeches. So again, I have to look at these little things because, guys, the last couple of fights that Usyk's had, Krasuk would speak a lot before Usyk speaks, and it kind of put that like touch on there. But obviously, Aegis is not really much of a talker. I don't think that's his speciality. Will this affect Usyk's the way he fights? I'd highly doubt it. But it is like, if you got to pick something out, like before a fight, you've got to look at signs. What's not there that was there before. One of his main managers is not there. Maybe something's wrong in the camp. I don't know. Maybe all it takes is something to go wrong, guys, and then Dubois to be on that day, and anything can happen. But again, I'm not gonna make narratives over something small like that. Let's carry on. I don't think it's gonna affect Usyk.
A challenge is Daniel Dubois. Do you see this as a completely new fighter, or is it just the same guy?
It's the same guy.
Okay, so he said it's the same guy. He's not a new fighter, and he just said he's done it once. He's gonna do it again. So you don't want to underestimate Dubois. But let's carry on.
What he can change in a couple of years. You cannot train your mind. And that's, I think, his weaknesses is.
I don't like what he's saying here, guys, in my opinion. Even Usyk himself is probably... I don't think Usyk's buying too much into what he's saying. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is remember when I talk about Alexander Krasuk? He wouldn't say stuff like this, and he never... I'm sure Alexander Krasuk was in the last press conference. So it's strange that he's not in here now. But they were saying they don't underestimate Dubois. We know he's going to bring toughness, but from what Aegis is saying, it's just like more like a businessman. How can you change your mind in 3 years? But guys, this could be a mistake, because what Aegis is saying is wrong in my opinion. Dubois has changed his mind. His mind has gone better. Like, it's not really the best response. How can you change your mind in 3 years? Of course you fucking can. Dubois, from where Dubois was when he lost to Usyk, he's a different person. I'm not saying this means he's gonna beat him, but he's not really saying much in terms of the literacy and the eloquent speeches that Krasuk used to give. And I think Usyk knows. I'm not saying Usyk's got a look of worry on his face, but he's obviously holding his prayer beads a little bit tighter now. He doesn't need Krasuk, but I don't know. I'm just picking up what I can see, guys. I'm just gonna have to tell you what I'm seeing, guys.
I don't know if you got a response to that, Frank.
Look, Dubois is chilling.
Sort of.
Look, it's like, I don't know, man. You got to look at these energies. Dubois he's got that AJ vibe, like relaxed, chilling, done what he needs to do, he's ready. I can't, again, I'm just looking at little things, guys, but let's carry on.
Joy, but Daniel, you can't train the mind. You've been talking about how it's Daniel.
This is what I'm trying to say. They've just said Dubois, you can't change his mind in 3 years. It was a shit response from Aegis, guys. It's a lie. Like, what I'm trying to say is what Aegis is saying is business-like. It's not something like Krasuk would say, and Dubois smiling himself, because Dubois knows within himself, I have changed. And the proof is in his performances. Let's carry on.
Daniel the man now, not Daniel the boy. Aegis Klimas says no change in 2 years. You can't train the mind.
You can't train the mind. What sort of nonsense is that, man?
Well, we'll see on Saturday. He certainly trained his mind against Miller. He certainly trained his mind against Hrgovic, and he certainly trained his mind against AJ.
So Usyk now has to fucking think, mate, what sort of responses are you giving? You're supposed to be the English guy. You're supposed to give the fucking Krasuk talk. What the fuck? You're getting me ripped here. Let's see what he says.
In a big way. And he's got...
Usyk gave a look over.
Better and better, and he's showing his power.